Hello everyone. We've reached the Haftara for Parshat Mishpatim. Jehoiada the priest is at the center of this story. He is the one who forges a renewed covenant, a covenant that restores order, faith, and a clear framework for the entire nation. The covenant is made on three sides, between God and the king, between God and the people, and also between the king and the people. In other words, it's not just a spiritual declaration, but also the creation of a binding relationship. The Jewish people return to being a nation dedicated to God, and the king and the people join together in shared responsibility. After the covenant is made, all the people of the land unite around one clear goal: to eradicate the worship of Baal. They arrive at the house of Baal, destroy it, smash its altars, and thoroughly break the idols until the very end. As part of this process, they also kill Matan, the priest of Baal, right in front of the altars. This is a decisive and clear act of complete separation from idolatry. And at the same time, Jehoiada the priest brings order by appointing officials and supervision over the house of the Lord so that the holy place will be managed properly. From here, the story continues to the king's transition to the royal throne. Jehoiada takes with him the commanders, the couriers, and all the people of the land. Together, they all bring the king down from the house of the Lord and escort him in an orderly fashion through the gate of the guards to the king's palace. There, he sits on the royal throne. At that moment, all the people rejoice and the city calms down and becomes peaceful. Meanwhile, Athaliah is put to death by the sword at the king's palace. King Yoash begins his reign when he is only 7 years old, and he rules in Jerusalem for 40 years. His mother's name is Sivia from Beersheba. Throughout his life, he does what is right in the eyes of the Lord, as long as Jehoiada the priest guides and directs him. At the same time, it is noted that the altars were not removed. The people still continue to offer sacrifices and burn incense on the altars. And then comes a very practical part, almost like managing the temple's budget. Joash turns to the priests and talks to them about the money that is brought to the house of the Lord. He details several types of funds that come in: the sacred money brought to the house of the Lord, money of the numbering, ransom money, and any money that a person decides to bring. The idea is clear. There is money coming from different sources, but it all goes toward one purpose: strengthening and repairing the holy temple. Joash instructs the priests to take the money and use it for the repairs of the holy temple. Everything there that needs fixing. But years go by, and in the 23rd year of King Yoash, a painful truth becomes clear. The priests still had not repaired the temple. In other words, the money is coming in, but the renovation and reinforcement aren't being done properly. Joash calls Jehoiada the priest and the other priests and directly asks them, "Why aren't you repairing the temple?" Then he changes the instructions. From now on, don't take money from your acquaintances, but instead give it directly to the temple repairs. The priests agree and take upon themselves two things: not to take money from the people in this way, and also not to be the ones repairing the temple as they did before.
I will begin the extraction.
Here, Jehoiada the priest takes a smart and simple step. He takes a single chest, makes a hole in it, and places it by the altar on the right side of the entrance. The priests put all the money brought to the holy temple inside there. This creates an organized system. The money is collected in an orderly way, in a fixed place without confusion. And when the money in the chest fills up, the king's scribe and the high priest come forward. They bundle up and count the money that has accumulated. After that, they give the counted money to the overseers and those in charge at the holy temple. And what do they do with this money? They give it to the carpenters and builders who work in the holy temple. It is also given to the craftsmen and stonecutters, and used to buy wood and quarried stones. All of this is for one purpose: to strengthen the repairs of the holy temple, to cover all its expenses, and to reinforce it. This is a story of renewing the covenant, of cleansing idolatry, of restoring the kingdom to its rightful place, and of taking true responsibility for the holy temple in faith, in order, and in action.